All right, well, let's get started. Let's have our feet just firmly planted on the mat. Let's let our palms rest on the thighs. Let's take an inhale, draw the shoulders up toward the ears, and exhale, release them down. Let's let our eyes close, and we'll begin by taking some nice deep breaths in through the nose, and either out through the mouth or out through the nose. And as we continue these nice deep breaths, let's expand the space around the heart as we breathe in. And let's draw the core muscles toward the spine as we breathe out. Keeping these deep breaths flowing, let's let our right ear tip toward our right shoulder. Lifting that left ear up to the sky. Then coming back to center, let's release the left ear toward the left shoulder, reaching that right ear up, breathing deep. And let's come back to center. Let's let our eyes softly open. Let's bring our arms to our sides. As we inhale, let's float the arms up to the sky. And exhale, the hands to the heart. And let's do that again. Deep breath in. Exhale to heart. One more time. Beautiful. And let's bring our arms to our sides, just lightly touching the sides of the ball. Let's take our right arm. We'll slowly inhale and reach it up. And then lean to the left, holding here for a couple breaths and pressing into the ball with the left hand. Then let's reverse. We'll inhale the left arm up. Exhale, lean. We'll hold here for a couple of breaths, pressing with the right hand. Then let's switch again. Inhaling that right arm up. Leaning and pressing. Breathing deep. We can keep a little micro bend in that left elbow. Then let's switch again, reaching the left arm up, big inhale. And exhale, lean, holding here. And let's inhale the right arm up, two, we'll reach. And exhale the hands to the heart. Let's bring our hands then back onto the ball. We'll take our right leg out to the right a little bit, coming into a gate latch pose here. So left foot is staying centered on the mat, right leg is out. We'll take our left arm, inhale, reach it up, and we'll lean over to the right, over that extended leg. Good. Then let's release that left arm down, press into the side of the ball. We'll reach the right arm up, big inhale, and exhale, lean away. Then with an inhale, let's reach that right arm up. Exhale, release, and let's roll that right shoulder back. And let it drop down. Let's bring the right leg in, and we'll reach the left leg out. Once we find our balance point, let's take our right arm, we'll reach it up to the sky. And exhale, lean over to the left. Nice deep side bend. Then coming back to center, we'll lightly press that right hand into the ball. Inhale the left arm up, and we'll lean away from that left leg just slightly. Breathing deep here, let the heart lift. Then with an inhale, let's reach straight up again. And exhale, release it down and just roll that shoulder back. Then let's bring the left foot back to center. So we find our nice aligned seat again, feet right in front of us. We're going to bring our arms into goalpost position. We're going to do 3 sets of 10 where we reach up and then pull down with an exhale. So go kind of quick. And release. Just bring the hands down onto the thighs, close the eyes, take a few deep breaths. Then let's do it again. We'll reach on up, opening the eyes, lift the fingertips to the sky. Then we'll pull down. We'll do 3 sets of 10. And release. This time we'll turn the palms up on the lap, close the eyes, take a few deep breaths right into the heart. Invite the heart to fill with love and joy, remembering happy moments. And we'll do one more set of 3 sets of 10. We'll open the eyes, reach up. And release. Let the hands come down. This is the desired effect. Nice deep breaths into the heart. Eyes are closed. Invite a feeling of joy, of delight in life. Then letting the eyes open, we'll bring our arms forward, pressing the palms together out in front. Little micro bend in the elbows. Exhale. As we inhale, we'll open the arms. And then exhale, bring them forward, press, scoop the core in. Inhale, open that heart. And exhale, press. Let's do several more. Three more. Last one. Let's press those palms together, hold there, scoop the core in. Then let's interlace the fingers and we'll pull the arms apart. Breathing deep into the upper back. And let's release and just roll those shoulders back. Let the shoulders drop down. Let's step off the ball and we're going to roll the ball forward a little bit so we can place our hands on that ball and then walk the feet back. So we're in an L shape. Hands are a little bit wide, heart is soft, and then we're just gonna melt the heart into that space. So it's like a supported downward facing dog. And we'll take a few deep breaths into the space around the heart and the upper back. Then let's rise on up so that we can lift that heart. Our hands will be on the ball. I'm gonna just scoot forward a little bit. Shoulders are rooting down the back. So we're gonna loop those shoulders down, reaching them back. Then we'll take our right leg, reach it back behind us. We're just on the right tiptoe. We'll scoop the core in. We're gonna inhale, lift that right leg. Exhale, set it down, or we'll just lift and lower, breathing as we go. Each exhale, scooping the core in. 2 more. Last one, we'll lift and hold, squeeze that right glute, little tiny pulses with that right leg, up, 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 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release it down. We're gonna take that same right leg and bring it forward a little bit, bending the left knee, and we'll sit the hips back, stretching the arms forward, right toes are lifted. Nice big stretch through the back of that right leg. And let's roll back to where we started, feet on the ground, hands on the ball, core engaged. We'll reach our left foot back and be on that left big toe, scoop that core in, and we'll start to lift and lower through that left leg. Whoa, this is terrible. I thought the other side was the bad side, but clearly it wasn't. My right side was bad, left side was worse. That's what I'm saying. You're not alone. Oh, let's do 3 more. Don't need to come up very high. Last one. So we'll lift and hold, hugging lightly into the ball from the sides, and just little teeny tiny pulses with that left leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This would be a terrible video because I couldn't even do that. I'm just counting for the people who actually can do that, not including myself. Let's walk the feet back a little farther, hands a little bit wider, and again, we'll just melt the heart into that space between the arms. Then let's lift back up, and we're gonna come onto the ball. So we can come down onto knees first. We'll bring the belly onto the ball, and we can roll ourselves forward. Got enough props here. So we wanna let our toes drag on the mat for a moment here. And then we're gonna reach the tailbone back. So starting to engage the glutes. Then walk the hands a little forward until the feet come off the mat. We'll continue to engage those glutes to lift the legs up. Good. Good. Not trying to come into a back bend, but just feel that nice glute engagement. Then let's bring the weight a little bit further forward onto those arms. Little micro bend in the elbows. Is this okay for that sore arm? So far, so good. Okay. So we're gonna just dip the heart by bending the elbows slightly. Then exhale, push back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push up. Let's do 4 more. and 1. Then let's slowly walk our way back. We'll let everything just melt around the ball, letting everything just hang. And we'll take a few deep breaths right into the back. Then let's come on down off of our ball, and we'll roll that ball off to the side for now, out of the way. And let's come down onto our backs. So once we come down, just nestle the shoulders into the mat. And let's rock the pelvis east to west, letting the shoulders relax. Then let's rock the pelvis back to center, and we'll do a little north to south. So exhaling, pressing the lower back into the mat, inhaling, arching the back. Then coming back to center, let's circle the pelvis round and round, keeping the knees pretty still, breathing deep, just unraveling any tension in the lower back, shoulders stay relaxed. Then let's change direction. And we'll circle back to center. Good. Arms are at our sides, shoulder blades drawing lightly down the back. Want to find that nice neutral sacrum here. Then on our next exhale, let's begin marching movements. We'll draw one leg up as we exhale, and inhale, set it down. Exhale up, inhale down. So we're keeping that same shape of the leg. Scoop in the core. Four more. The foot that stays on the ground, pressing into the mat. Then let's bring one leg up into tabletop and then the other, so both legs are there. And we'll do some toe taps. So we'll lower one leg toward the mat, exhale, scoop it back up, then the other, scooping on the exhale. Let's do four more. Then bring both knees in close to the belly. Let's wrap our arms around the legs and rock from side to side. And back to center. Let's bring the legs back to tabletop. Let's bring our arms up over the chest, palms lightly touch, but shoulders are rooted down to the mat. We're going to open one leg out to the side, hinging at the hip, and then bring it back to center. Then the other side opens out, and we'll bring it back to center. As we draw the leg back to center, let's lightly press through the palms, keeping just a little tiny bend in the elbows so that everything is drawing to center on the exhale. Four more. Then holding steady at center, let's fold the arms. So arms are still over the chest, just lightly folded, shoulders down the back. We're going to open the knees out and bring the feet into a V shape. So heels are together, but toes are apart. Good. Then we'll dip one foot down like we're trying to touch the pinky toe to the mat. Exhale it up. Inhale the other side down and exhale it up. As we do, let's imagine just very lightly pulling apart on the arms, just like 25%. Four more. And one. Then let's release the feet to the mat, release our arms to our sides. Just sway the knees a little bit, side to side. Then swaying those knees back to center, let's bring our arms close to our sides for a dynamic bridge pose. So let's press the lower back into the mat, then peel up one vertebrae at a time, lifting the hips into bridge. That's our inhale. And exhale, curl down, tucking that tail, vertebrae by vertebrae, until we're all the way back down. Let's do a few more of those. Peeling up on the inhale and down on the exhale. Feel the feet firmly pressing into the mat. We want to feel the ball of the big toe, the ball of the pinky toe, and the heel, nice and solid. Let's do two more. Last one, we'll lift and hold, feeling those nice points of contact underneath the feet. Knees are reaching away from the crown of the head. Glutes are on fire. And from the glutes, we're going to pulse up, up, up. 8 more tiny pulses with those glutes. 3, 2, and 1. Lift and hold. Then slowly curl down vertebrae by vertebrae until we're all the way down. Stretch one leg out long and then the other. Reach those arms up overhead, and we'll take a few breaths stretching in both directions. And let's bring our arms to our sides, soles of the feet onto the mat. Let's bring the legs into our tabletop position and reach the arms to the sky, palm facing palm. We'll extend the right leg toward the far wall, reach the left arm up overhead, breathing in, then exhale, return. Then left leg and right arm reach away, exhale, return. We'll go side to side. Then coming back to center, let's pause, nestling those shoulder blades toward the mat. Now we're going to do the right side. Right side limbs reach away. Exhale, return. Then the left side limbs reach away. Exhale, return. We'll alternate sides using that exhale so the core is working to pull everything back in. One more on each side. And bring the feet down, bring the arms down. Let's lift the hips into a gentle bridge pose. And just like a hammock, we'll sway the hips side to side. And let's roll on down. And let's roll to one side so we can find our bolster, or I always call it a bolster. It's not, it's a foam roller. Gotta get my Pilates lexicon. So I got us a soft foam roller. You're welcome. There's hard, medium, and soft. So we're gonna lay on this so that the whole length of the back is on that foam roller. And let's just take a moment to find our neutral here, finding our balance. Then we'll bring our arms to our sides. Good. And from there, we'll reach those arms right up over the chest, palm facing palm. As we inhale, let's reach both arms up overhead. And on the exhale, return right over the heart. So as we reach those arms, think about drawing the ribs down and in, and exhaling to return. Let's do that 2 more times. Then let's bring our hands to our sides, palms pressing onto the mat. We'll bring the right leg up into tabletop. So we can be on our fingertips. The wider out the arms are, the more we can rely on the arms for support. We'll reach that right leg away towards straight, then bend it again. Reach it away and bend 3 more times. One more, reach and hold, scooping that core. Then bend the knee, bring the foot back to the mat. We'll bring the left leg into tabletop. Reach it away toward that far wall and bend it again. Reach away and bend. 3 more. Last one, we'll reach and hold, scooping those core muscles down and in, and return and release. Let the shoulders rest. Take a couple of deep breaths. Then our feet are about hip distance apart. We're going to engage that core again. Reach the right leg up, and we'll reach the right arm up as well. As we breathe in, let's reach right arm and right leg away from each other. And exhale, return. Inhale, reach. Exhale, return. 3 more. Last one, reach and hold. Scoop that core in. One more inhale and return. Everything comes down to the mat. Take a nice resting breath or 2 here. Then let's bring the left leg up into our tabletop. Left arm comes up as well. Find your balance point here. We can always reach that right arm out a little bit wider. Then let's slowly extend, left side limbs away from each other. And exhale, return. These are stability exercises, so we're trying to get to that place where we're wobbly. 2 more. Last one, we'll reach away and hold, scooping that core in. 1 more inhale and exhale, return. Bring everything down. We'll reach the arms out wide apart. Turn the palms up and take a few deep breaths right into the heart space. Then engaging the core, we're going to make our way off of the roller Just moving intuitively, however makes sense to you. We'll come down onto our back again, and we'll take the roller into our hands. So we'll just lay it on the belly for a moment so we can hold on to the end caps of the roller. Find that nice neutral sacrum here. Then we'll lift and we'll hold that roller right up over the heart. So keeping that core lightly scooping in, let's inhale, reach that roller up overhead, and exhale, return it back to where we started. Inhale, reach. Exhale, return. Let's do that 2 more times. Then we'll hold the roller right over the chest. Let's bring the legs into our tabletop. We've already done some toe dips today already. So we're going to slowly dip both toes down toward the mat. Let the roller follow the thighs. And then we're going to scoop everything back up to where we started. Slowly lower. Slowly rise. We'll do 3 more. One more. Then let's reach the right leg up to the sky, point those toes. We'll extend the left leg and just hover it off the mat, scissor shape with the legs. Hold here for a breath. Then we'll switch and hold. Can lightly touch that roller to the shin or the thigh. Then we'll begin to switch and pulse. Let's continue. If you want to, we can keep head, neck, and shoulder on the mat. Or for a little more core intensity, we lift head, neck, and shoulders. 5 more. And release everything down. Let the roller rest on the belly. Let the shoulders drop down. Let's sway the knees gently over to one side. Take a couple breaths right there. Then we'll sway the knees over to the other side. Take a couple breaths there. Then coming back to center, let's raise our roller right up over the heart one last time. We'll bring the legs into tabletop. Bringing the knees wide, we'll bring the feet into our Pilates V shape. So heels together, toes just a fist distance apart, so not too wide. Here we're going to lower both legs toward the mat, lower the roller to follow the thighs, and then scoop back up, squeezing those heels. 4 more. Last one. Hold, heels are squeezing together. We'll extend the legs away, reach the roller up over the crown of the head, and then return, squeezing those heels. Reach arms and legs away, and return, squeezing those heels. Let's do 3 more. We can lift head, neck, and shoulders, or not. I think I will not. One more. And release down. We'll set that roller aside. Reach the arms out wide and just sway the knees side to side. We can turn the head and neck away from the knees. And let's come back to center. Let's roll our way up. And let's find our blocks, making sure they're not too far away. So we'll just have them handy where we'll be able to get to them pretty easily. Then let's come into a tabletop and feel free to put your cushion under the knees for a little extra padding if you like. Yeah. Then we'll find that nice neutral tabletop and take a few breaths in, cat-cow. So we'll arch that back on the inhale and round on the exhale. Then coming back to a neutral spine, let's do a few serratus moves with those shoulders. So we'll let the heart drop toward the mat and then draw it back up. Good. Let the core just stay lightly engaged. Beautiful. 2 more. Good. And let's curl the toes. We'll sit back for a moment. We'll slide our padding out from under the knees. And we're going to take one block and bring it underneath where the right palm was. And we'll take the other and bring it underneath our left knee. So we're going to return to tabletop, but an asymmetrical tabletop. So the left knee is lifted and the right hand is lifted on the block. And now we're going to pull the left palm and the right knee up so that we return to our neutral tabletop again. Then we're going to slowly elevator them down and then slowly lift them up again. And let's do that a few more times. Letting the right knee, left palm lightly touch, then drawing them back up to level. One more time. Then we'll hover there, scooping the core in. We're going to extend that left arm and the right leg, bird dog, and slowly come back to where we were just hovering. We'll reach away, big inhale. Exhale, return to hover. 2 more. One, reach and hold, scooping that core in, rolling that right hip down. One more inhale. Exhale, release all the way down. We'll slide those blocks out of the way. And let's come into either child's pose or puppy pose, reaching those hips back. And deepening the breath, let's rise back up. We'll return to that tabletop. We'll do a little side bend this time. So we'll inhale, lean to one side. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, lean the other way. Exhale, center. Let's do each side one more time. And back to center. So now we're going to take our one block and bring it underneath that left palm. And the other is going to go under the right knee. Then we'll find that tabletop again, our asymmetrical tabletop. Then we're going to use our deep core muscles to elevate that right hand and left knee level with the blocks. And just like an elevator, we'll slowly lower them down. Good. So keep reaching the crown of your head forward. Good. So that we're still continuing to lengthen the spine. One more time. Lift and hover. Hold here. Put a little tiny bend in that left elbow. Yes. Then we're gonna reach right arm and left leg away, and then return and hover, making it as smooth as possible. 2 more. Keep reaching the crown of the head forward, lengthening that spine. Good. 1 more time. Reach and hold. Scoop that core in and up. 1 more inhale. Exhale, lower down slowly. We'll slide the blocks out of the way and come into either a puppy pose or child's pose. Then deepening the breath, let's rise back up to our neutral tabletop. And if you like the padding under your knees, we can bring it back. I like that. We'll find our tabletop, and then let's come down onto our right forearm. So left hand still on the mat, right forearm is down. We'll reach that left leg back toward the back of the mat. From here, we're gonna lift that left leg and lower. So we're putting some weight into that right forearm. Core is scooping in. If you want to challenge your balance even more, you can bring your left hand to your left hip. Let's do 3 more. Good. Last one, we'll lift and hold tiny pulses from the glute up, up, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tiny circles. Breathing deep. Change direction, lift a little higher for 3, 2, and 1. Lift. Then bring it down, bring everything down. Child's pose or puppy pose. Then let's deepen that breath. We'll slide forward again, returning to our tabletop position. From there, we'll bring that left forearm down to the mat and reach the right leg away toward the base of the mat. Then we'll start to lift that right leg and lower. So we're scooping that core in. We're building strength in that left arm. If we want to challenge our balance more here, we can bring that right hand to the hip. Three more, nice and slow. Last one, we'll lift and hold. Feeling into that right glute, we'll pulse that right hip up, up, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Tiny circles. Change direction, lift a little higher for 3, 2, and 1. Lift. Then bring it down. And we'll return to child's pose or puppy pose. From here, let's glide forward onto the forearms. We'll do that one last thing with building strength in the arms here. And we'll walk the feet back. So we're coming into forearm plank. Let the shoulders soften just a little bit. We'll bend one knee and then the other It's fine if it touches feels like a little marshmallow there. We'll bend one knee, then the other. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's press back to child's pose or puppy pose. And let's come all the way back onto our back. Arms to our side, soles of the feet on the mat. Let's rock that pelvis east to west. Nice deep breaths. Then north to south. Then circle that pelvis, letting the shoulders stay very relaxed. Then let's change direction. And back to center. So let's find our big ball again. And we're going to bring it down underneath the legs, resting those calves on the ball. Arms are at our sides. And we've got a few choices here. Choice number 1, which is really nice, is just to hang out here. Get a lot of good immune boosting benefits from just doing this. If we're not quite done with movement, we can do a little roll up into bridge here, slowly reaching those hips up and pressing the legs away. And then curling slowly down, let the sacrum touch. So we would inhale, reach up and stretch out. Exhale, lower down, softening. If that movement pattern feels good, we'll do 3 or 4 more. Then last one, we'll lift and hold, letting that heart lift, reaching those toes away. One more inhale and exhale, just melt right down, letting the sacrum rest. If you've got your little pillow handy, you could slide that underneath the sacrum for a little extra padding. Then let's just turn those palms up and let the eyes close. Notice the quality of energy present in the body. Let the jaw release, let the eyes soften. And just call to mind a time when you felt really, really happy. Might be a vacation memory or a time when just everything felt like it was going right. And let your body really feel that feeling that you felt at that moment. Letting the heart open, call to mind the face of somebody that you just feel so happy with, a moment with that person where you just felt so loved and loving. Let that feeling expand through your whole heart center. Let yourself feel it. Call to mind something that you can feel truly grateful for. Let yourself feel that sense of gratitude and appreciation. Let it wash through your heart. With each deep breath, deep inhale and exhale, let that feeling of gratitude, of happiness, of appreciation wash through your heart. And you can picture it expanding like a bubble from your own heart outward to those people that you love and care for. Send them that love and that good energy. They might not ever know that you're doing it, but we'll just send it to them anyway right now. And notice how good that feels. Send those feelings of warmth, gratitude, kindness, love to friends and family near and far, even strangers, people you don't know. Just noticing how good it feels to give that loving kindness from your heart. Wishing these people well, bathing the heart in light, feelings of joy, gratitude, happiness. And let's begin to deepen the breath, expanding the breath into the space around the heart, letting the jaw stay so relaxed, eyes stay soft. We'll wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Start to stretch a little, move. And let's gently bring our legs down from the ball. And just roll to one side. We'll linger there for a few breaths. And let's use our hands to help. We'll press our way up, finding our way to a centered seat. Closing the eyes when we get there. And just bring the hands together at the heart center, or place the hands right on the heart, bowing the head to the heart. The heart, which is so wise, loving, and caring. Invite this good energy that you generated through the practice to stay with you and to continue to radiate outward to those whose lives we touch. May we all have hope, joy, love, light, and laughter. Thank you so much for sharing part of your morning. Namaste.